Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Building Iconic Brands. Today I'm going to talk about a story of how a woman from a small town turned $500 that she had into a $1 billion jewelry brand. And that is the story of Kendra Scott. Kendra Scott grew up in a small town in Wisconsin, and it was in the year 2002 when she had a small baby, a 1-year-old baby. She decided to get into the business of making jewelry. She already had a hats business which wasn't working well for her. She wasn't getting enough sales and many people weren't satisfied with the hats that she was selling. But at that moment, she felt the need to pivot to jewelry. And this was because of her own need. As she went to purchase jewelry, she found that much of the jewelry she found in stores weren't to her liking. So she started to make her own jewelry. She didn't go to a fashion school to learn how to make jewelry, but instead, she decided to make jewelry that she liked. Now, she started making this jewelry right from her bedroom, with a newborn on the other side that she had to care for. Once she started making jewelry, she started to go door to door across many different retail stores, offering to sell this jewelry to her. Initially, she didn't get a lot of sales, but eventually these stores accepted and customers started buying them. This in turn helped her build a team. She hired women in her team who were similar to her, with commitments from the family side. Now, as she started building the team and as she started manufacturing more and more jewelry and going to more and more stores, she started to increase sales. Now, when you put your best foot forward and show up to your business consistently, breakthroughs happen. And in Kendra Scott's journey, there were multiple moments of such breakthroughs. The first moment of breakthrough was when she walked into a bank and got a line of credit. So since her order book was consistent, the banks gave her a line of credit, and she was able to immediately use that line of credit to procure more material and then manufacture more jewelry and then go out to more stores so she could sell more jewelry. This in turn increased her sales. Now, as the sales started increasing, another moment of breakthrough happened. She got a surprise call from Oscar de la Renta's office. He wanted to feature her jewelry in the 2005 spring show. Now this was a shock. But this happened because an intern in his office apparently wore her jewelry and he seemed to be interested in it. So with this moment of breakthrough, what happened was she immediately got more referrals, more sales, and then there was more demand for a product. But you know what? Success is never a straight line. In 2008, as Kendra Scott consistently increased her order book, she was using more and more line of credit to basically procure more material and manufacture more jewelry and then sell them across various stores. But the moment of crisis hit. As the world suffered from the global recession, the order book of Kendra Scott started to decline. She was already doing $1 million in revenue, but now this revenue would dip to $500,000 because many stores were refusing to carry Kendra Scott's jewelry. That was another moment of breakthrough for Kendra. Now, while she was faced with fear, she decided to go ahead and open her own retail store for the first time. This wasn't easy. Think about it. In 2008, when the global financial crisis hit, everybody was closing down their stores. And here, Kendra was actually going out there and opening her own store. And that's what she did. And then at the same time, she also opened an online store through which customers can customize their own jewelry and then pick what they want. Fast forward to 2010, the same retail stores that she opened helped shoot her revenue from $1 million to $3 million. In 2011, she was able to increase that $3 million to $6 million. And then in 2012, $6 million to $20 million. And that's when she realized that she had to get more investment to be able to grow the business and sustain the business even more effectively. At that time, she had another moment of breakthrough. So she heard a piece of advice from someone close to her. That is to build the best business that you can build as possible with a great product, great team, and great financials. And that's what she did. And fast forward to 2017, she received another breakthrough in the form of investment from Berkshire Partners. Now, as soon as the Berkshire Partners came in, they were able to offer her this immense retail experience that they had, and immediately her brand's value shot up to over $1 billion. Now, throughout this journey, Kendra Scott has focused on her founding principles, which was family, fashion, and philanthropy. Now, all throughout the journey, Kendra Scott prioritized hiring women with family commitments first, who have an eye for fashion. This, in turn, has helped her grow her brand massively. Now, from Kendra Scott's success, what could we all take away? The first thing that we can all learn is that when you have a great product that people want to buy, as soon as you increase the number of channels where you can offer the product, you immediately increase your sales. So Kendra designed jewelry that she wanted herself, which was attractive to her, and that in turn appealed to many of the women that were her customers. And so as soon as she started approaching the stores started to take them in and she was able to increase the sales. That was gradual straight line growth. The second lesson that we can all learn is the time when she took the line of credit. It's not easy when you go to take that line of credit because you never know what can happen. Sometimes things may fall flat on you, but she took that brave decision to take that line of credit. And because she took that line of credit, she was able to amplify her sales even more. And when you do things like that, you always get a moment of luck, like when she got a call from Oscar de la Renta's office. So even though she had great jewelry, it wasn't well received everywhere. But at that moment, when her jewelry was featured in the fashion show, the sales went up. So similarly, we also have those breakthrough moments, and those breakthrough moments happen when we show up consistently, when we get that magic referral, when we get that one influencer who backs us, and that in turn accelerates our sales. So we have to show up consistently and wait for those moments. The next moment was, of course, when she opened her own retail store, which again was a very brave step. When others were actually closing the store, she went ahead and opened her first retail store. The result, 3 years later, it paid off. The business grew massively. So, as entrepreneurs, we have to take these lessons and implement them in our own business. First, create a great product that people love and want. Increase the number of channels where you offer that product. You will be able to increase your sales directly and have straight line growth. And then consistently show up, put your best foot forward, and then you'll have those breakthrough moments. So when you have that magic referral, magic client, or the magic influencer backing you, or that magic PR that you get from a magazine that decides to carry you. And those moments can turn your ordinary brand into an iconic brand. If you like the content that we shared in this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe.